Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your weekend. I'm Maricel Halili. We begin today's newscast with Fee Volks urging vigilance against potential lahar flow as Mayon continues shedding lava debris. Fee Volks Director Katoto Bacolcol told a big story that lahar flow is possible once heavy rainfall starts to kick in. For now, they have identified several channels that lahar may pass through, including the Binaan, Miisi, and Buyuan River channels.
If there are torrential rains and continuous rains, FIVOX will issue advisories about the dangers of lahars. Usually po sa river channels po sila dumadaan, areas located adjacent to an active river channel that may be a potential avenue in the event of an explosive eruption and when additional lahars source materials become available.
For now, Fee Volks says there is no indication yet of a major eruption from Mayon. However, they are still looking out for any drastic change that could happen in the next few days.
What we are seeing here with the parameters, it's describing a diffusive eruption, and we are closely watching this the parameters because there could be drastic changes in the next few days.
Meanwhile, face-to-face classes in schools within Mayon's danger zone have been cancelled. Currently, modular learning has been implemented in 18 schools, while others are utilizing blended learning methods. Some schools have also implemented shifting schedules, while their facilities double as evacuation centers. For now, the Education Department says classes in Albay remain undisrupted despite the Mayon volcano's unrest.
Automatic po nag-shift po yung ating modality sa blended learning, sa distance learning. So technically po wala po tayong disruption of classes.
The Health Department is also closely monitoring Mayon evacuees, some of whom have fallen sick amid the volcano's continued unrest. Health Undersecretary Eric Tayag told 1PH that they are working with other concerned agencies to ensure the health and safety of evacuees. Volcanic activity in Mayon is expected to last for months. Children are also being closely observed to prevent cases of malnutrition. Some evacuees have already reported respiratory problems after being exposed to ash fall from Mayon.
Nakisambay naman yung mga medical team. So, yung pangangailangan ng mga bata, matatanda, mga buntis ay sinasang-ayunan namin na bigyan ng kaukulang pansin sapagkat sila ang maaaring magkaroon ng problema habang nandyan sila sa evacuation center.
Meanwhile, Tayag also reiterated that the bivalent vaccines from Lithuania will be rolled out for health workers and senior citizens on June 21. The government is expecting to receive additional supply of this modified vaccine that targets both the original strain and its Omicron variants.
390,000 lang yung tinanggap nating donasyon sa Lithuania. May hinintay pa kaming donasyon. Hindi kami makakabili ng dagdag na supply niyan. Kaya merong mabibigyan at merong maghihintay pa.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Maricel Halili. Vice President Sara Duterte has publicly endorsed the SOGI bill. Speaking at the OVP's Pride reception event on Thursday, Duterte said that while it will take time for the bill to be passed, there are many government officials who are advocating for it. Recall that during her election campaign, the Vice President drew flack for claiming to be a part of the LGBT plus community. During her recent speech, Duterte also backed initiatives promoting gender equality through business collaborations. The SOGI bill remains pending at the committee level in Congress, with religious conservative groups opposing the measure. India's laws have yet to acknowledge same-sex marriage, but the country's wedding industry is slowly warming up to the idea. The details in this Bloomberg Quick Take.
Some same-sex couples in India are getting socially married. India's law doesn't recognize same-sex marriages, but since the country decriminalized homosexuality in 2018, more couples are coming out and holding private weddings or promise ceremonies. And these weddings were never prohibited. The LGBTQ community is fighting a legal battle in the country's Supreme Court. Even as the Indian government is mounting its opposition for same-sex unions, the society appears to be going through a cultural shift, with there being a higher acceptance towards same-sex relationships and civil unions. A matrimonial app for the LGBTQ community called Umeed now services over 13,000 people, as opposed to the 100 users it had when it started out in 2019. Rainbow Love, an LGBTQ matchmaking app, has garnered almost over 100,000 users within just 6 months since its launch. In a populous and culturally diverse country like India, the wedding market is enormous. Almost 3.2 million weddings were held in just a period of 30 days during the peak wedding season in 2022. These weddings cost over $45 billion according to the Confederation of All India Traders. There's big potential for the same-sex wedding market here as well. Indian weddings are grand and elaborate, as we all know. The festivities and celebrations can last anywhere between 1 and 4 days, with hundreds of guests in attendance. An average Indian wedding can cost anywhere between $3,700 all the way up to over $120,000 or even more. As same-sex weddings are becoming less uncommon and closed door, the community hopes that this can give a push for legalization of same-sex marriages, giving these couples the same rights as heterosexual couples.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Maricel Halili. We are One News.